You guys know what makes perfect? Practice. And what's better than perfect? Getting it done. So it's not like I'm super qualified to tell you, sitting or standing on the other side of the screen, about my YouTube journey, because there are like a million of other people who are more successful than me. I have just started taking it seriously. But you know, there are a few things that maybe will be useful for someone. First of all, you never know to who your videos might appeal, especially if you're a person that has specific knowledge in a specific area, like me in photography and a little bit in videography. I always assume that everybody knows the same thing as me because, you know, photography is not rocket science. There's plenty of information out there that you can learn about, but some people are beginners, some people never tried some equipment and they just don't know how it works. Even some very seasoned professionals don't know how some equipment works. Like one of my friends does photography for 20 years and didn't know that polarizers only work at 45 degrees, not straight, so no matter how much you rotate them, nothing's gonna happen. So sharing your knowledge about a specific subject like photography, gardening, I don't know, cooking, fashion, whatnot, might be useful for someone. You might think like there's already a million people there, you know, blabbering on the subject, but maybe you know something that they don't. Like there's always beginners in anything that people do. There's always beginners, beginners. There's always people who know less than you. There's always people who know more than you. And even if you said something which is not true, like maybe you will learn from somebody who will watch your video and correct you and say like, actually, this is how it works. So maybe you will learn something. Maybe somebody else will learn something. But if you have something to say, if you have some knowledge to share, why not? Like, it's not gonna hurt. If you have free time to make this video, just make it. Point number 2, for any creator, human being, photographer, videographer, monkey, aliens, I don't know, do aliens watch YouTube? Like, they probably should watch YouTube. Anyway, it's not easy to talk to the camera, especially in the beginning, but it gets easier the longer you do it. And I don't know if it's a valid point, but it's kind of a useful skill to be able to talk to the camera because, especially since Corona days, we all know that at some point we have to talk to people through the camera. It just feels weird talking to this round thing, like looking at you, knowing that there is somebody sitting on the other side of the screen listening to what you got to say. But if you don't practice, you will be awkward. It will be awkward. It's just awkward. I mean, it's genuinely just strange to do this, but practice makes perfect and it's a valuable skill. So just by making YouTube videos like this one, you are already investing in your digital future. But just by practicing, you're developing your charisma skill, like in Sims, you know, when they talk to the mirror, and eventually they get better and they get more charismatic and they can convince people about something. So maybe it works the same way, maybe it doesn't. Point number 3, every time you're making a video, you're documenting yourself, you're documenting your experience. Whatever you're doing there, it's staying out there. So, you know, I have my first channel with the videos dating 15 years back. And in those videos, there are my relatives who are not with me anymore, the pets that have perished, my friends who got older, and the times that we have experienced that have long gone, and maybe some people have forgotten about them, but they are safe, they are there. Like if you want to relive this moment, it's there. So every time you're making a video, you're documenting your life in this exact very moment, and 20 years later, 30 years later, provided that we still have internet and electricity, you can go back and look at how your life was. This moment, like for example, the videos that I made about photo walks, they're not only about me going out and trying to find some shots, it's about the time and the space. Everything is just frozen in time. If you go tomorrow, there's going to be different people, there's going to be different weather, there's going to be different sun position. It's not going to be the same, but I can have a look at my Rotterdam video and just remember which streets I took and how they look like at that very moment. Like Dubai, for example, changes so quickly that if you just document it every week, there's always something new, something different. The buildings are rising, the streets are changing, the shops are changing. like sometimes there's flood. So you know, time capsule, you can put your video inside of it and open it later on and just remember how it was. So me, I have one popular video. It's like popular, but it's not crazy popular. On top of that, it has issues with copyright because it just chose like some random music. I can't even remember which music it is in there. But you never know, maybe this one will make it, maybe the next one will make it. You never know what algorithm and society is gonna decide to watch. So, you know, maybe you'll be lucky, or maybe you will have to work hard to make it a success here. But the process is fun. You learn about gear, how to use it, you learn about composition, you learn about light, you learn about how to express your thoughts precisely and in a concise manner. You learn a lot of things, so it's not wasted. On top of that, like personally, I am a photographer and sometimes a videographer, so I already have this gear. Like I don't even need to invest in anything extra. All I have is free time that I can dedicate. Like today, there's 38 degrees outside and a sandstorm, so instead of sitting and looking sadly out of the window because, you know, it's too hot to go out, I can make this video and tell you something about my YouTube journey. You might ask yourself, or you might ask me, why should I personally be doing this? There's already a million people out there, there's already all the successful people, tons of knowledge and whatnot. Yeah, but there's still space. Like, I mean, space is not limited. It's not like they say, okay, no, it's too late, you know, the tickets are sold out. No, you can still do it. I mean, you can still try it. You have free time, you have the desire to say something to the world. I mean, go ahead and do it. But yeah, but I mean, I don't know, people are gonna make fun of me. Like, it's good when people laugh at you. Laughing is good for health, right? Secondly, you might say, but I don't know, like I can't speak English properly. English is not my first language. English is not my first language either. If you don't want to talk, you can put subtitles. Like, honestly, it's not a problem these days. I live in a place where everybody speaks with some accent. Like, most people speak English as a second language, third language, and still we manage to understand each other. As long as you can understand each other, it's fine. Like, don't worry too much. And yeah, the point is, like, don't worry too much. Just do it, just try. I mean, like, why not? Yeah, it's not always perfect, but I already said it's better to be done than perfect. You never know which video is gonna make it out there. And to be honest, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be relatable. And is there an easy way to gain 1 million followers? No, I don't think so. It's a hard work and dedication, and again, a lot of hard work. You have to show up and grind, and it's demotivating because sometimes you really spend so much time creating a video. You make a perfect cinematic film and nobody's watching it. Is it easy to become a photographer? No, you have to grind and you have to practice and you have to harass people and you have to edit and learn and learn and learn once again. Nothing is easy. There's no easy job. And the people who decided to make YouTube their job, they're very brave, because honestly, there is no guarantee. Tomorrow YouTube decides to change the rules. Like, they don't owe you anything. Another thing that YouTube provides you with is an opportunity to be seen by other people. You never know who watches what you do on social media. And yes, on Instagram it seems nowadays that nobody is watching anything, but you never know. Those people from The Answer, they somehow ended up on my channel and they decided that I'm good enough to review their plugin, and they gave me the plugin that costs like $400 for free, you know? Like, they didn't ask for anything particular in return, just for my opinion, and you never know what else might come your way. The serious YouTubers, they face a lot of stress because they have to deliver and they have to beat the algorithm every time, and they have to create something epic so that people return and watch it once again. Us small YouTubers, we can just say whatever we want. We just can do whatever we want, you know? Big YouTubers, you know, they are tied down by contracts and they have to sell things and they have to have a certain number of eyeballs landing on some pages that they promise to people who promise them money. So it's a lot of stress. If you don't meet those goals, you're not gonna get paid. We're not getting any money. We can just have fun. So let's have fun. Just don't take it so seriously. There will be people who will be coming and making fun of the way you pronounce some letters. As in some of my videos, people say, like, I have never heard anybody pronouncing this letter like this, or calling that thing like this. If you have to deal with trolls, just don't pay attention to them, you know, they're just there trying to get some attention. They're not the president of the world, neither are you, so nobody's opinion matter. Just do whatever you want. Ignore their haters. If they're hating, then you're doing something right. Hopefully my YouTube journey continues and I will be able to grow the channels the way I imagine. Your support always matters. Follow, like, subscribe, follow on Instagram, write comments, whatever you want. Stay safe, take pictures, and see you soon!